Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Anthony Schwartz going to bring it out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to. Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
This is a joke, bro. I stopped my feet and everything. This has to be a joke.
Estimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they go the wrong way.
I need Tua to fumble every time he gets touched. Every time he gets touched.
2nd and 11.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Tua going to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
No.
Jordan Elliott. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Second quarter.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Running the counter with Mostert. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Looking to pass. Tua. That's out to Hill. Right side complete. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Browns drive about to get started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This guy is not.
And the Dolphins
throwing it
are gonna
off
have
the
great
cut,
field
bro.
position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to get
Shit out of me.
He'll get this into the hands of Mosley. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And the slot man goes in motion left. From the 27, Tua.
Kill him. I kill him. I want to kill him. I want to kill
Incomplete
him.
as he let him a bit too much.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage.
Dude,
What
they should
often
have.
happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Oh my God. What is going on? What is going on?
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception tries, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. After the turnover, it's Tua. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
See, I knew I was coming eventually.
Of all times to do it, I never do it. I know you wouldn't expect it.
And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for the time unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game.
Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense. They'll keep you in the game to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
And Wilson with it, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson.
This nigga Xavier Howard is the fucking
interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run the draw with Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Don't go.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Greedy Williams picks it
No,
off.
we don't get hit, right?
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Trying to high pass to Tyreek fucking Hill.
First half in the books. You're watching
That's
the NFL on EA Sports.
That is where you precision that bitch.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
I just dropped my motherfucker.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
Usually go down on the money and horse.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Ain't nothing changed. They're doing the same old shit.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now a throw here to his running back. 7 yards there at a first down. Here's Tua.
Why are they not switching me to the safety?
Going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
Yo, come on.
Off the mark, too far out in front.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
On second down, Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
I'm dumb. I don't deserve to win this game. I'm ready.
Why is this?
The Browns are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Watson off play action. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
On 2nd and inches, Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
On 2nd and goal. Tua flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Back at the 16 now after the sack. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So 3 points, response there to their opening touchdown in this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Browns drive about to get started. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on second down. Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, when the situation will work over, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Watson. And his throw here is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Throwing for Chubb, completing the out route. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. His throw caught at about the 5. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Deshaun Watson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. But, geez, the second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
To try again after the sack. Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. In motion, Hill. Now on 2nd and 13. Tua. And his throw is incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Looking for Cooper. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people will call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me. Keep firing.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start. It results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Shifts free at the 15. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Here's Mostert. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run with Mostert. And he will take
Nigga said Mostert, middle linebacker.
Mostert able to take it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. The two are going to try and throw for it.
And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. So they're right on target there with the fan to get the two.
It seems like a low percentage play, doesn't it? Because you're throwing it into a tough spot, and there's not much room to come down. But when you have a really athletic receiver and a quarterback with touch, it's hard to defend.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Last time out, they had the fumble that led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Looking for and finding Amari Cooper again.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Here's Watson.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.